Hello, friends. Once again, welcome. Last time I spoke about what Satan told to the woman and how he trapped her. Okay. Today I will speak about what you did after by listening Satan's word. So let us see what the Holy Bible says about it. Let me read from the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 6 and 7. It says, it's written like this. So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a desirable to make one wise, she took of it its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves covering. Here we see, as we continue the subject of fall of man, after listening cunning and crafty words of Satan, he was convinced and she saw the fruit from that tree which gives knowledge of good and bad. And it was so attractive to the eyes, and that the tree is desirable to make one wise. So she took of it instantly the fruit from that fruit and ate it. See, so the knowledge starts from where? Today, without knowledge, we are not able to survive in this world. So the tree of knowledge of good and bad started there itself in the Garden of Eden. Also what she did, also she gave it to her husband Adam. Okay, now their eyes were open and they realized that they were naked. They sewed themselves and covered physically. Now, see, so far they were in the God's presence. God's glory was covering with them, to them, and they had continuously fellowship with God. They were talking with God. God used to come in the evening time and come and have fellowship with Adam and Eve, discuss, had walk with them. These are things happened, but they were very free with God, and they were enjoying God's presence. But what happened? God had commanded them not to eat the fruit from the tree of good and bad, which shows the knowledge of the tree of knowledge. So today also in the world, the knowledge is so increasing so much. So without that, people are not able to live. So that's the reason. So it started from the Garden of Eden, tree of good and bad, knowing the good and bad. The people know now what is good and bad. But apart from that, they were naked. That means though they are naked, they were not aware of that. But God's presence was filled them. They didn't know what is bad things. So bad started from in the Garden of Eden. The moment they disobeyed God and listened the Satan's word, is enemy of God. So what happened? They were ashamed. And what happened? Now God's presence and glory was covered with them before they fall. So they were fully spiritual and had daily conversation with God before they fall. Once they ate the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and bad, so their eyes open, means spiritual eyes closed, physical eyes open. Though they are physically known, but they were spiritually, they were fully God's presence. But the moment they disobeyed God, they ate the food, say they realized they are naked. So that day onwards, man became sinful and he lost contact with God. So that's the reason today we see that a lot of struggle in the man's life, and there is no meaning in the life. They see though they are addicted so many bad habits and all, because it started from itself, because the first man, the Adam and Eve, they disobeyed God. It started there itself. So that's the reason today we are suffering and struggling. So that the DNA itself is corrupted. Human, whole human race is actually uh, uh, just contaminated because of the disobedient of first man. So that is the reason today we are all facing problems. So now, what happened next? How God Almighty responded to this? So this will what did He say? Because we know usually God is to come every evening and come and talk with Adam and Eve. Now what happened? God is actually now coming there. Now, what will tell. So let us see. I will see in my next video when I. So please kindly subscribe my channel. Whenever I post it, you will get the message. So let me see next time. See you. Bye.